I'm still fading into the ether, everyone. It's fine. Anyway, guys, we're back. It's now daytime. The sun is slowly spreading over to pass over Miro here. Also, I have a question. What the fuck is that in the distance? I don't think I've ever really paid attention to that. Wait, is that the, No, it can't be that, because that's right here. What the fuck is that? It's like this crystal thing out in the sea that would be up over here, but I don't know what the fuck it is. It's right, like, it looks like an iceberg or something crashed into the ground. Anyway, guys, 10 gauge, welcome. We gotta go to the Alphinaud landing, the airship landing. Meet up with Alphinaud. We are helping him form his temporary grand company. Anyway, Chocobo, FF9, while it might have some logistical things you don't like, the overall game is fantastic, in my opinion. 10 gauge, does the group that you deal with that work there, the IT guys, do they have their own bathroom? If so, you should consider going in and upper decking them. Thanks, Jeremy. We have to go to the Alphinaud landing. Dude, we have 793 quotes. What the fuck? Miro, your recruiting went well, I trust? I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and steady Pocalypsa Laminsa. Huh. A member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting Yuri was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seedseer proceeds as smoothly. Nay, pray continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nafika's altar. Why did I have to come up here then? I don't spend enough time at Camp Drybon. Alphinaud, we have a link pearl. Why the fuck couldn't you just call me and be like, hey, meet me in Gridania? Nobody has private bathroom. I don't mean private bathrooms. I just mean a bathroom that they primarily use. That's like close to their offices or whatnot. So you'd be upper decking everyone? That's okay. My audience with the Elder Seedseer is due to commence momentarily. I'd be grateful if you would once more see to the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. Why there? Why can't you just call me and be like, hey, I'm done? Hey, Miro, I just shit my pants. You want to see it? And I'd be like, no, I don't. And he'd be like, okay, come meet me at the airship ticket counter. I'd be like, am I talking to Pam right now? Like, some message lost in, There are 4 men's bathrooms and 4 women's bathrooms. Alright, Laurentius. Oh gods, can it truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Alright, do you guys remember when we were looking for the Elder Seeds, the Elder, Sylph? And then there was that dude that was selling, Gridanian information to the Imperials? That was this dude. Eh? Could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler and a regular patron at Buscaruns? Yes, now I remember. Well, of course you do. I was beginning to worry if jail had changed me more than I realized. Not that I have any particular wish to be recognized after my shameful conduct. The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? As matters stand, the Woodwillers will have not more to do with me. This may just be the second chance I was looking for. Revan has told you, say? I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this. I promise you. I am a changed man. All the IT guys are male, so that's only 4. Exactly. There you go. He's gonna tell you guys that to the first people that ask. Yeah, probably. Nah, we gotta give him the benefit of the doubt here, guys. He could, in fact, be a changed man. We don't know. We can't be mean to Laurentius. I mean, we could be mean to Laurentius, let's be real, but we don't need to be mean to Laurentius. He doesn't have me traipsing all over fucking town like Alphinaud. Hey there, Jonathan. Alright, I can get a goblin cap, a fat chocobo head, and a ribbon. A terrible ribbon. I don't like that. Ooh, I want that. Hang on. Give me that. Alright. A thin rectangular piece of what appears to be cement. Placing it near the magic death claw will magically bring the unit machine to life. I will show you guys the magic death claw after. It's gonna be Alphinaud too. Alphinaud will come to introduce himself, and Alliance will be like, "Hey, want inside info on this new organization?" Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back gives up on you for good. I'm terribly sorry, we were just— Oh, Miro, is it? It's been some time since our paths crossed outside of Copperbell Mines. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've come. Mother Mio tells me it was you that felled the fearsome Black Wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. Isildur. No, he's just suffering from having lost the Ring of Power. Don't worry about him. Also, can I just say that the people of Gridania have been a lot more amicable than the ones in... Oh, we're gonna recruit this butler. Hang on. You better fuck right off. You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions? I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. What? What? How does you, sitting on that bench in the rain, bear the responsibility of the evils your lady wrought when I went in and killed your lady so that, you know, she's gone. She's not rotting evil anymore. What? I would have accepted just a no, but that half-assed reason... Why are there two people here both using Manjimut? Well, I guess because they're both in the same guild. 'Tis not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. Duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. Your lady also brought evil? Was that evil the evil of the poop stain? PMET's forming a new grand company too, guys. It's called the Poop Stain Princesses. PMET rots evil daily. Sure. She originally was just referring to it as the PSP, but Sony ended up suing her, so she couldn't keep going on with that. No, that's PMET. Your lady's far more sinister. Is she though? Guess I got to sit on this park bench for a while. Exactly. What news, Miro? For my part, the Elder Sitsu is most amenable to our requirements. A former woodwhaler and a seasoned adventurer. Our company will lack variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Guys, our trial-free company, or not free company, but grand company, consists of 5 members. He doesn't sit on a park bench for the evils PMET has committed. I'll tell you what, guys. Let's open up a GoFundMe so I can create, or so I can have a park bench added in just over there. And then I will sit on that park bench daily, lamenting PMET's evils. So, if you guys want to set up a GoFundMe, I will see what we need to do with the city of Ottawa to have a park bench added, and if we can get a plaque on the bench calling it the PMET Butt Last Bench. The PMET Butt Last Lament Bench. This is going to be like the GoFundMe to get PMET out of your head. Hey, that one raised $10, which ended up getting refunded because I didn't actually set up a way to collect the money. Ul'dah, the gilded city, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let us meet back here in the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Miro. Alright, so Alpha is going to be like, hey, do you want to go look in the lower levels? And Miro's just going to be like, yep. See, I'd just fucking jump off and impale herself on this light, apparently. That was an unexpected landing. Alright. Hey, Wilred. I know you. Wait, you're the lady who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead. And a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Any road, the disaster really got me thinking about our homeland, about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated, and vowed to make myself a more worldly man. So here I am, a new company of champions, and you say it will take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. I've prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there. I mean, to be fair, the evil you were fighting before was just me and you rushing off to fight Amalja. Why are there 5 people here? Why can't there be less people than 5? Like, 2. But yeah, if you guys can set up a GoFundMe for that, we'll see it done. Hey, Arson. Oh, what a happy coincidence! Do you remember me, perchance? I'm Arson, the Church of Saint Adama Lanama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. Yeah, you're the one that Thancred thought was the one selling out refugees to the Amalja. And I must also thank you for preventing the fraudulent priest from preying on Drybone's less fortunate. See, there you go, Tengage. She mentioned Drybone. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion? Thancred, wasn't it? Ah, 'tis new companions you seek, then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good, but my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. Hey guys, you guys let Stunky get away. That's Vector's favorite Pokemon. Why would you let Stunky get away? Oh yes, let's recruit Yellow Moon. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new fashion manner of propositioning a lady? Hell, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady's already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. Exactly. Drybone. Jeremy, can you do me a favor? Can you go up to a girl in a fashion or in a clothing store and just ask her to marry you? Just get down on one knee. Landabear. Hi. You'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours. It's just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street say that your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. Wait, how could anybody know what this is funded by if it hasn't been formed yet? As far as I knew, we didn't have any funding at all. We had 5 people who said yes. 6. Alright, let's get this guy. A company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. Alright, so that's a classic case of guess I'll go fuck myself. You're funded by syndicate money? Which one, though? Lolorito? Telegia Adeleji? Rabon? Dulala? I forget the name of the head of the Emigina and Sons, but that guy? How fared you, Miro? What hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer up to your unrelenting gaze? A single Alamegan youth? Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorze's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and the hope that these people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Miro. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you've no doubt surmised, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the documents signed, and the finances secure. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers cannot sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumored and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn the people's trust one at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea. Yeah, That's twice now they talked about corruption being abound with this company already, and it hasn't even formed yet.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alphinaud's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the warrior of light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'dah law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
At the time of this, I think she's 21 or 22. 21. She was, I think, 12 or 13 when she became the Sultanate because her parents were killed. Okay, where the fuck am I going? Right, Rising Stones. Why did I run all the way over here? Crush me, daddy. Yeah, this FF14 doesn't really do the whole super young looking girl is actually a 1,000-year-old fucking ancient being. I can only think of one that might fall under that category. All the others look at least adult. Like they're adults. I'm sure there are some that I'm just not thinking of, but for the most part, it's a trope that doesn't really find its way into FF14 a lot. Hey there, Alphinaud. That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Miro. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. I'm sure she will. Heretical harassment. Okay. Greetings, Miro. Alphinaud tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alphinaud to see that all is in readiness. So I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slapborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and find out if there's an audio requires? Is this where he's gonna send me to the fucking... I hope they cut this out. It didn't make sense back then, and I hope they don't add it in now. Like I've said many times, the 2.1 to 2.5 stuff is really good for laying the groundwork for future storylines. We've already had two, well, more than two, but two major things happen here that are important for later storylines. Now, I'm not going to tell you what those are right now, but we'll touch on them again. I guess 3 if you count the fact that they've led me to this guy, but we're going to do this later. But there is a certain quest that was in the original Realm Reborn that made no fucking sense, and... What can I do for you, Miro? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new arm of the Scions. I barely noticed your recruits arrived. It was barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. Well, I appreciate your offer of aid. It is more your burden that concerns me. I'm told the trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Slapborn! The shipment! We couldn't! Godswoman, what befell? We were bringing the shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mardona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. There were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning supplies. Pray forgive us. There is not to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but the smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is likely to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House Fortoms. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Miro, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Fortom? I will be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also like to have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I'm certain Lord Horshaphant will be glad of your assistance. Okay. So, it looks like, at least at this point, they're not going to have me do that task I was worried that they would have me do. And that is, I was worried they were going to send me off to do the dungeon, Sunken Temple of Karn. Sunken Temple of Karn is a level 35 optional dungeon. You don't have to do it, which is great. And then randomly, in the post quest, they were like, oh, by the way, go do this dungeon that is way below your level, just cuz. Anyway, I never liked it then, and I certainly won't like it now if I have to do it. But we'll be right back, guys. We got a break time, and then we'll be back with more FF14. Don't go anywhere.